Finally, folks, this is the one. This is a 2025 3500 8-foot bed, single rear wheel, loaded up Bighorn with the high output Cummins, the 8-speed, and finally, ceramic gray. Honestly, this color looks even better than I expected it to. The pictures all kind of did it justice, but not really. Obviously, not a ton has changed in 2025 as far as the look of the truck, but the way it's all put together with this color in the night edition is absolutely incredible. I love this ceramic gray. It's kind of like a non-metallic flat gray, kind of like a Nardo or Destroyer gray, something like that. And it fits this truck super, super well. It is clean, simple, gives the truck a much more modern look without being overly flashy. If you guys watch the channel, you know this is my favorite configuration, a 3500 single rear 8-foot bed with the 50-gallon tank, the better payload, all of that stuff combined. Just if you're towing a fifth wheel, a travel trailer, throw your four-wheeler in the bed, hook up to your travel trailer, whatever you want to do, this is the perfect setup. Being a 3500, it comes with a 12,300 pound gross vehicle weight rating and comes with a payload of 3,968 pounds. I don't know if that focused or not, but you guys get the idea. That is a perfect combination for what the vast majority of people are using these trucks for. Under the hood, no surprises. You guys know the deal. High output Cummins, nothing too different here. 420 horsepower, 1075 torque. What is new though, is for the first time we have the 8-speed ZF transmissions, and let me tell you, these things feel incredible. They tow super well. The exhaust brake is phenomenal, particularly when hooked up to a trailer. Really help bring Ram back from kind of that old sluggish feeling with the ice in or the question marks of the 68 RFE right into a powerhouse of a powertrain that really stacks up just fine with anything else on the road. Now, is just a paint color a game changer? I wouldn't say so, but it definitely has a phenomenal eyeball compared to a lot of the other paint options and combination options that we have had as of late. Particularly, this really does kind of put it in a new category. You combine some of these different color options combined with the 8-speed, combined with the bigger GVWRs on the 2500s, the higher ratings. I had the Hemis coming back. Ram is really trying to get themselves back in the game here. We have huge discounts on everything. They are really taking a swing at it, and they're doing a hell of a job. So let's take a look at this window sticker here. What do you say? You guys will see 342 rear end. If you guys have any questions about how the full spectrum of gearing actually works, I have a video that I'll leave linked here that goes over each individual gear. It's really impressive. First gear is actually lower on this truck than it is in the old dually trucks with the 410. It's really an interesting combination. Fifth wheel gooseneck towing prep, of course. Bighorn level 2 plus. Nowadays, I used to be a big level 1 fan and add a few other things. Nowadays, I think just jump into the level 2 plus is well worth it. What else do we got here? The high output, of course. Clearance lamps, don't need the bed step. 50-gallon fuel tank and the transfer case skid plate shield. The perfect combination for everything you need without having a bunch of miscellaneous packages that add a bunch of extra cost for no reason. Now let's talk figures, right? We already showed you the GVWR and the payload capacity. What does that make this one rated to tow? Well, with the gooseneck, this one's rated, I don't remember exactly, so don't quote me per se, it's in the low 20,000s number. So conventional's like 21, something like that. Gooseneck's like 22 or 3, somewhere in there. I might be undershooting them a little bit. I think it's a little bit higher, but I know it's sub 25, more than 20, somewhere in there. So if you're towing most fifth wheels, most toy haulers, most any of that stuff, man, you are more than in the clear. These trucks are built specifically to handle some serious work, and now you have the transmission to match. The elephant in the room, yes, this is the same cab that Ram has been using for about 50 years now, it feels like, but they do have some improvements. The way these mirrors work is by far the best on the market. If you guys are coming from like a mid-2010s, range Ram, it'll be very familiar, and it's a little bit outdated compared to, say, the Ford or GMs. I don't know if GM's that much better, but definitely the Ford is massive. However, with that being said, one thing that Ram does a really good job with is making everything functional. Everything is where it should be, where it's supposed to be. The Uconnect system is very solid. You've got physical buttons where it counts. All the materials are nice. This one has the cloth seats and the 12-inch screen. You could go up to a Laramie to get like the 14-inch screen and all the crazy stuff. But like I say, I personally would prefer this configuration. You have the rear seat space, which again is far from record breaking, but it's definitely not too small. You have the fold flat tray right here. It's a more than capable, workable, reasonable truck to own. So here's kind of the takeaway. While Ram didn't do a full redesign in 2025, they certainly did make some massive changes in the right areas. A new 8-speed that really brings this Cummins to life. This alone makes the truck worth a serious look, especially if you're doing any towing, which is what we're supposed to be using heavy-duty trucks for, don't forget. Ceramic gray is a fantastic addition. It gives the truck a super clean, understated look that I think a lot of people are really gonna like. Is the interior overdue for a refresh? Absolutely. But the drivetrain updates bring this platform up to speed where it counts. Durability, reliability, performance while towing, all of those things are what we buy heavy-duty trucks for. The payload, the towing capabilities, everything about it. This truck is a monster, and I love this configuration. So if you're thinking about picking one of these up or just wanted to see what's new with the color and everything, I hope this could help. If you guys do have any further questions, I leave our website down below, as well as my email. I do run the fleet department here in Tempe, Arizona, so if you inquire through my email, you will receive an additional $500 off. But in the meantime, thanks for watching, and we'll catch you in the next one.